box of biscuits.
A box of biscuits.
Six, leeks, sycamore sap.
In the period between the end of the reign of Queen Elizabeth I in 1603 and the later years of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II at the start of the 21st century, the number of speakers of English increased from a mere 5 to 7 million to somewhere between 1.5 and 2 billion. It is now spoken in almost every country of the world, with its majority speakers being those for whom it is not a first language. These Englishes have much in common through their shared history and their affinity with either British or American English. But there is also much unique to each variety, particularly in terms of their accents, but also in their vocabulary, their grammars, and their discourse strategies. Since 1945, most of the remaining colonies have become independent states, with English often being retained in order to provide various internal functions to serve as a neutral lingua franca. The World Englishes, also commonly described as the New Englishes, were and still are, for the most part, learned as second languages or as one language within a wider multilingual repertoire of acquisition. This group includes, for example, Indian English, Philippine English, Nigerian English, and Singaporean English. World Englishes refers to the emergence of localized or indigenized varieties of English, especially varieties that have developed in nations colonized by Great Britain or influenced by the United States. World Englishes consist of varieties of English used in diverse social-linguistic contexts globally and how social-linguistic histories, multicultural backgrounds, and contexts of function influence the use of colonial English in different regions of the world. The group has decided to study about Asian Englishes, especially Chinese, Korean, and Japanese English, for the reason that right now, these three countries are the most dominant countries of the world. The group was also able to ask the different opinions of the different native speakers.
안녕하세요. 저는 한국 사람입니다. 한국 영어는 되게 알아듣기 조금 힘들 거예요. 한국에서는 알파벳 R이랑 L이 잘 안 알려져서 표현할 때 힘들어요. 그리고 B랑 B도 그렇고 P도 그렇고 foreign한테는 되게 힘들게 들릴 거예요. 그래서 한국 사람들이 하는 말은 잘 발음이 알아듣기 힘든데 그래서 알아먹을 수 있는 알아먹을 수 있게 그렇게 영어 하니까 네.
My name is Regis Rock. My opinion about Korea Englishes are the mother is teaching English because they think they will go to another country, so they're teaching English, so they might talk very well or communicate with other people. Okay, that's
Basically, Japanese start learning English in middle school, and we start with alphabets A, B, C, G, and then we don't really focus on conversational something. We only study grammar and all writing, so we're not really exposed to English language. That's why many Japanese people have difficulty in pronouncing. They can to pronounce R and L. And even those who go to college or universities, they are not still really exposed to English. So,
Able to ask the opinions of the students around the university.
I think the reason why they speak like this is because they tend to focus too much on science and less on English. But still, they're trying their best to learn the English language in order for them to communicate better with other countries and for them to do business with their associates. Thank you very much.
From these examples of Korean English, I can see that some of their words, some of the parts of their sentences are actually inverted. Like, compared to Philippine English, it would be like, I like rock music, but for them, it's I rock music like. For me, it's okay that they do this because it's still understandable and they still have their own variety. Because you can't actually adapt all kinds of Englishes. You should have your own kind so you would feel more comfortable in speaking it.
This means that the pie is delicious and you surely enjoy it.
Ask the station employee about their trouble. Grammatically, the sentence is correct. However, the article denotes a very vague trouble. So, contextually, it does not make complete sense.
Yung staff, siguro parking para sa mga employees na sa staff. Mrs. Cecilia Maniago, an English teacher from St. Agnes Academy, was able to explain how Philippine English is different from the world English.
So, if it is the formal education, we were taught the way they learn English. Unlike the other Asian nations, perhaps, they learn English on their own, teachers who studied English. Unlike in the Philippines, our ancestors were product of the education which the Americans started. So if you're going to base and if you're going to look deeply.
World Englishes have 5 factors, which are the accent, vocabulary, history, creative writings, and reference words.
World Englishes is not a bad thing. Nevertheless, it is a good thing. China, Japan, and Korea tell us that language is not the only factor in being a progressive country.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Skies in the summertime with the sky by the light. I can feel it in my mind, I can see it in your eyes under the moonlight.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip a party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X.